Good morning, everyone. I'm Chhaayank and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to speak all about the water resources. So, without any delay, let's dive into the video. Earth, also known as the blue planet, is covered with 71% of water. In fact, we have no shortage. There is about 326 million trillion gallons of it. About 97.5% of water is saline water, which is present in oceans and seas and cannot be used by us. And there is only about 2.5% of fresh water which we can put into use. In this 2.5% of fresh water, 1.5% is in the form of glaciers and cannot be reached by us, and the remaining 1% is in the form of groundwater and can be used by us. Most of the 1% of fresh water we all rely on is available as groundwater, but humans settled near surface water like rivers and lakes. About 90% of the world's population lives less than 10 kilometers from a fresh water source. Now, let us discuss a case study on Cape Town, which is the capital of South Africa and is the first major city in the whole world to completely get into a period of severe water shortage. About 4 million people were not getting running water. They were getting water rations and they need to go at city water stations to get it. Now, let me show you some visuals of Cape Town's water scarcity.
Cape Town, it could become the first major city in the world to run out of water.
Cape Town, South Africa is inching closer now to day zero.
It's just 92 days away from having to shut off most water taps.
Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Those are mine. And who's at the... No, those are all mine. Great. Come on.
But now it is not only Cape Town. Sao Paulo, Melbourne, Jakarta, London, Beijing, Istanbul, Tokyo, Bangalore, Barcelona, and Mexico City will all face their own day zero in the next few decades. According to the Netflix Water Crisis series, they stated that by 2040, most of the world won't have enough water to meet demands of people year around. Then each of us would die in just a few days without it. The main problem of the 21st century is that we don't value water. We dump about 2 million tons of sewage, agricultural, and industrial wastes into it every day. But one day we finally run out of it, and then we find what the cost of water truly is. According to the water crisis series I mentioned before, they stated that the usage of fresh water for personal purposes like drinking and cooking is only 8%, and most of the fresh water goes into agricultural and industrial purposes, which are 70 and 22% respectively. Now, let us discuss the amount of water used in industry and agricultural purposes. 74 liters of water goes into every bottle of beer. A cup of coffee, 130 liters. 2500 liters goes into each of your cotton t-shirt. Alfalfa is a common crop to feed cattle, and growing a kilo of it requires 510 liters, and an average cow consumes about 12 kilograms of feed a day. 13,500 liters goes into each pair of your leather shoes. Nearly 7,900 liters of water is required for cotton jeans. Nearly 5,000 liters of water is required for producing a kilogram of cheese. The world is eating more and more with higher calories and with more meat. As I said before, 70% of fresh water goes into agriculture. This is mainly because of the growing of rice and wheat. Rice is a staple food of half of the world's population. I also have a solution for this: growing millets instead of rice and wheat. It only requires about a small amount of water to grow, and it is also beneficial for our health. By growing millets, we have so many benefits instead of growing rice and wheat. Arid Southern California uses over 2 trillion gallons of water a year to grow alfalfa. They get the water from Colorado River from 100 miles, and the amount they pay for it doesn't even cover the cost of delivery of water. Just 50% of water used by South Africa's wine industry is enough for Cape Town's taps. There are several ways to conserve water, but now I'll be listing out 5 ways to conserve water. Number 1. Don't let it run. Did you know that a running tap uses 6 liters of water a minute? Shut off the water when you brush your teeth or washing utensils. And you can also avoid rinsing fruits and vegetables in running water. If you can, also collect the water that you use while rinsing fruits and vegetables and use it to water plants. Number 2. Fix the drip. A leaky pipe is dripping water all over the place. A little drip doesn't seem so bad, but let us think of a tap which drips 3 times a minute. That's 180 times an hour and 4,320 times a day, and that's 15,76,800 times an year. It adds up quickly, doesn't it? Mexico City lost about half of the fresh water through leaky pipes. Number 3. Valuing the water. Cape Town's Day Zero was first marked on March 18, 2018, but then people started conserving and slowly pushed back their Day Zero to a month and then till the next year. Like they were having enough water till next year. It's not about how much water is available in a place. It is all about how much we value it, how much we conserve it, and how much we can cut back our water usage. And the lives of the future generations depends on how we teach them to conserve water. Number 4. Knowledge is power. Above all these, we must learn more about water conservation and spread the knowledge so that everyone gets aware and start conserving water. Number 5. Desalination. Desalination is the process by which we can convert saline water into fresh water. As we discussed before, there is about 97% of saline water, and by this we can have more fresh water. Desalination is just the process of removal of impurities or salt from saline water. There is an easy way for desalination which was used in ancient times for small scale, but now I have an idea which can be used for large scale. Here is a sample drawing of my idea. This is a desalination well, and this can be used for getting saline water into fresh water on large scale. So this well includes an input, as you can see in the diagram, through which we can pass saline water into the well and use solar energy to heat up the well. Due to the process of evaporation, fresh water evaporates and sticks to the slope, and the remaining impurities are left below. As the slope is slanting, it would easily slide down. I have also added a pipeline which connects this to a small tank which collects fresh water. I have added another output through which we can bring out salt or any other impurities. So this is my idea of desalination on large scale. Please learn more about water conservation and spread the knowledge so that everyone takes water crisis as a major issue. Thank you for watching this video. If you find this video informative, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more updates.